Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally made it. We are finally back again for the second reaction video this year. YouTube platform, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this year Brbptv. We are back again, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to do what? Hit the thumbs up button, brothers and sisters. Hit that like button. Smash that like button, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate it 150 billion% and then some. Of course, big up to each and every one of you guys who've definitely tuned into another vibrations. Brothers and sisters, this is where I give my thoughts. And of course, I would like to know your thoughts on subject matters right there. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. The next reaction will be on the Mr. Leaks reaction, guys. So definitely check that link in the first comment in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. With that said right there, let us get into the vibrations for today. Now, brothers and sisters, concerning the situation involving what took place in Calibishie, I remember a number of individuals who actually messaging Mr. Leaks. You didn't see the full thing. I did not see the full thing, brothers and sisters. I was pretty much reacting to what I saw. Now, in the very beginning of this video on MO News, brothers and sisters, you hear that they call out for the power rep. You hear that? Where is Lakea? Now, apparently Lakea did show up at the end of the video, brothers and sisters. Let me see if we can find it for you guys. She did definitely show up. Oh, that's where she is right there, brothers and sisters. Oh, look, let me just make my partner talk there. I like to hear my partner talk. Yeah, passion, brothers and sisters. He like me.
So, truth be told, not how we want. We want the PM. We want.
Okay, hold on.
But last time we tell her the field not so, the school not so.
Who is her?
She is listening.
Guys, you have to go back a little more.
What you doing?
So look Lakea at the back there. Look Lakea at the back there. So she's there. We get to her in a moment.
Exactly.
We need to know what you doing.
Yes, sir. Website to the parliamentary representative. She is present here this afternoon. Does she want to say something?
The parliamentary representative is here, and I believe she is listening. She is hearing, and she's noticing what the villagers are talking about. We can go to her if she wants to speak. Hold on there. But last time we tell her the field not so, the school not.
So who they're talking about, the her that they're talking about, brothers and sisters, is actually the power rep that they're referring to.
Supposed to go on the field. She come back with a plan for the school on the field. So truth be told, not how we want.
Okay, so apparently they told Lakea that we don't want the stuff on the field, and then apparently Lakea came back, I'm guessing with the heads of whoever she is, came back and say, hey, you know, that's what we want, that's what apparently we want to put on the field. And the villagers are like, hey, we talked to you and that's not exactly what we wanted. We told you not to put the stuff on the field because we want our field. But anyways, let's continue.
We want the PM. We want the man.
Apparently they don't want Lakea anymore. I guess she could do what she can do at her capacity, but they want to go further than Lakea. They want the PM.
That has made the stuff, make the things that never happen. Because we trust you and you give us shit to eat. We don't.
The man say we trust you and you gave us troll a lot to eat. Boy, aye.
No, you lied to us in the first place. You cannot take away a public facility. Never have a discussion with the community. And me now, when I come representing a parent, you tell me I'm a private citizen that don't have no business there. You don't even ask me my business. You say I'm representing myself. I was representing my uncle when killed with a chap in the back of it. So what are you telling us? That are good. All you telling us that good. That okay.
The boy. I like the boy, you know. I like the boy. So, you know, they say Lakea can do what she can do, but, you know, it seems like they need to go higher up because she pretty much brought the same plan. Big up to Uncle right there. Okay.
So we know what we need and we need what we need. Let's see if she has anything to say. Good afternoon, Honorable Power Rep. Do you have anything to say on the matter?
It seems like she'll say no.
So I'm going to try to get a word from the Power Rep. Let's see if she has anything to say. Good afternoon, Honorable Power Rep. Do you have anything to say on the matter this afternoon?
No, well, Emo, the only thing that I will say is that I spoke to the person responsible for sports, that's Mr. Kelvin Benjamin on Sunday, and thereafter Mr. Webster Murray on Monday.
No, I don't know why you need to go and speak to the person on sports. I mean, yes, it's a park and, you know, people want to play and stuff. I guess there's some insight in on, hey, sports person, these people want their parkway, what do you think? Okay, I don't think there's a point of, you know, I guess the awareness of what is happening for sports and these kind of things there would be known, but there's really no relevance to go and speak to a sports person on that, from my understanding. I think the people who are trying to build would be the ones responsible, but let's see what she has to say in that regard.
And he requested a meeting, but the person responsible for sports, that's Mr. Kelvin Benjamin on Sunday, and thereafter Mr. Webster Murray on Monday. And he requested a meeting, but I cannot have a meeting without people to answer questions.
So it seems like people didn't show up. Is that the case?
Benjamin on Sunday, and thereafter Mr. Webster Murray on Monday. And he requested a meeting, but I cannot have a meeting without people to answer questions. And
oh, it's not the people. It's not the citizens themselves. It is the people at the top. You cannot have a meeting. She's right. You need to properly plan these things to ensure that the people can, you know, the people can meet with the respective individuals who can actually say, okay, guys, what you're saying is true. Let us change up certain things and whatnot. What have you. So I think that's what she's saying. Not necessarily the people, but the people at the top. Higher than her pay grade.
The fact I was not invited to this meeting, I only got to know it on the streets. However, I showed up.
Well, I think based on what they were saying, they spoke to you last time and you pretty much brought them the same plan of before. So if you bring in the same plan and they told you, you know, certain things, then you being invited to the meeting, yes, as parlor, it would make sense. But, I mean, there's so much that you can actually do. So that's why they a while ago, they spoke about the PM, the people who are higher up, because they presented you the stuff, they state their case, and you pretty much brought the same plan back for them. So I think that's probably why they figured, you know, they're not inviting you.
And there was a consultation, on Thursday of last week with the Ministry of Education, the parents, the teachers, and the village council.
So there was a meeting.
And thereafter, there would have been a meeting with the community, which was scheduled for Tuesday.
So with the parents, so I'm guessing some of the parents or maybe the parents that were there were not there. The consultation she's talking about, because the parents themselves are not pleased with what is going on in the park at all. None of them. Or maybe there was some other types of parents that were there. Because a while ago she stated that there were parents there.
Not have a meeting without people to answer questions.
That's true.
And matter of fact, I was not invited to this meeting. I only got to know it on the streets. However, I showed up. And there was a consultation, on Thursday of last week.
Thursday last week with whom?
With the Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education, I guess, for the school.
And the parents, the teachers.
Parents, teachers of the school. And it seems like the parents and teachers don't know anything about, but that's confusing right there. Anyways, let's continue.
And the village council, and thereafter there would have been a meeting with the community, which was scheduled for Tuesday, actually. But here we are today. I am not in a position to answer the technical questions. It's only been a year since I've been with Brbptv, and I saw the design just as how we are seeing it as well.
So she probably didn't know the whole thing, and then she brought the same plan. But it's very interesting that the people have said that they don't want the plan already. But then they say they spoke to her. She brought, well, I don't know if they spoke to her about the present plan that is in place. Maybe the previous one. Remember, this plan was there for at least 5 years. So I'm guessing that they, you know, told the previous whoever was there, hey, we don't want this plan. Now Lakeya came in, and Lakeya probably didn't know the whole situation about the previous plan. But the people spoke to the previous person, who would most likely speak to those higher ups. And apparently the people in higher ups did not listen at all. They didn't listen at all. They gave them troll a lot to eat. Bare, wet, troll a lot. Brothers and sisters, so maybe Lakeya did not know about this, but it seems like they spoke to her in some regard and she brought the same plan. I don't know. It's interesting.
And so I cannot answer any of the technical questions, but I did express that I agree with the community that we cannot take away the playing field.
That's true. You agree with them, and that's where the people are. That's necessary. So that's good that you agree with them. The question here is the action that needs to be taken should be in agreement with you and what the people are saying.
and we have to seek an alternative to the school. If we have to alter the design, or we have to...
That's what needs to be done. That's what the people have been saying from most likely 5 years ago, since the plan was presented and they rejected it. They brought the same plan again as if the people will forget. That's what they were saying in the previous reaction.
Decrease on the capacity of the school because there's going to be a community center.
That's what they have been saying.
A library, a preschool, an early childhood education center.
Isn't this there's a preschool. This is like a primary school, I'm guessing. What I saw looks like a primary school though. All right, well, let's continue.
And computer lab. So if we have to alter the design of the school so that it could meet the specifications of the community, or if altogether the community have to tell us not to put the school there altogether.
That's what they're saying. That's not if, that's what they're saying, not to put the school there. That's exactly what they're saying.
Then so be it. But there was actually plans to meet with the community, which we did from last week Thursday. Mr. Webster actually reached out to me, but I could not come to the meeting without the necessary people to answer the question.
That's true, but you should have communicated this. I cannot come, you know. Did you communicate that to him?
But he decided to go about doing it his own way.
So there seems to have a broken communication thing there. There seems to have been some broken communication. You could not come. You could have told these folks, hey guys, I understand you want to have a meeting, but we need the right set of people there to answer the necessary questions and to make the adjustments and so forth and so forth. It's not that they come in to say, hey, look, boom, Chinese already building, you know, brothers and sisters, to break ground. Chinese building, they building already. They look like they're staying there already, so they have built their houses. Instead of making them stay in certain places so that the people can get a little funds and stuff, they're making the Chinese build their own houses. So, you know, less money is going to circulate in the community, but hey, c'est la vie. The Chinese build their stuff and getting ready to break ground. Ground was supposed to break the 1st of February. The 1st of February, the ground was supposed to be broken, brothers and sisters.
With the Tourism Development Committee, and I welcome it. But however, thereafter, we'll still be bringing the necessary technical persons to interact with the community to answer all of the questions.
But they told them this already. That's what I can't understand. The people have already spoken. It's not like the people haven't spoken. They rejected the plan before. You coming to present the plan again, that means you completely neglected or forgotten or threw away what the citizens of the community was saying. Not to you, I'm talking about Lakia. I'm talking about the people that higher up. Because they most likely gave you the plans again for you to present to the people. February 1st, they were supposed to break ground with. That sounds like some sort of consultation to you or the community. The Chinese build it already. They build it already. They build their homes or whatever. They're already.
Thank you so much, Mallory. Thank you.
So will still have the meeting on Thursday?
There'll be a meeting on Tuesday.
So I heard she say that there will be a meeting on Thursday. That was, I think, that's today. No. Well, that most likely is today.
Because the meeting was always scheduled.
Tuesday or Thursday? Tuesday, all right.
So Tuesday, that's the part that confused me. Tuesday or Thursday, that's a good question right there, because I heard her saying Thursday. So most likely Tuesday. Tuesday passed, brothers and sisters, and apparently I was told, I don't know if that's accurate, but I was told that the people showed up, but the people who were supposed to come did not show up. And then we heard that number of these folks were not in Dominica. For sure, we know the Prime Minister on Wednesday was in Grenada, I think it was. Because we saw pictures of them, you know, maybe that's an old picture or something, but we saw pictures of them in Grenada. No, that's not an old picture. They were celebrating Grenada's independence, 50th independence. Yes, brothers and sisters. So the 7th of February is Grenada's independence, and of course the Prime Minister then was down there for the celebration, I'm guessing. Things going wrong in the country and you over celebrating other people. Myself, let me read that alone.
So there you are, Calibishie, and there is a public meeting on. Okay. Okay, so there'll be a meeting.
But I'm present to note all of the issues and the concerns.
Yes, Webster, you heard from the panel that you went ahead and you decided to have the meeting without her, and she's stating that there will be a meeting on Tuesday.
Tuesday that passed day, they did not show up. From my understanding, they did not show up, brothers and sisters.
What time? What time? But you see, it's still disjointed communication, so we need to understand, okay?
I just said that, you know. You see, brothers and sisters, life is very simple to understand, you know. Life is very simple to understand. Humans are very simple to understand. Well, feminist women, those people cannot be understood. But generally speaking, brothers and sisters, humans are generally easy to understand. There's always that trend that you see when it comes to human beings. You can tell when there's a broken down communication. You can pretty much tell these things. And he just stated it right there.
If it's a community meeting and it's noticed, are they going to be notice sent out to the public, so on DBS or on the media, so the community can understand where?
Well, I think the people who are supposed to do these things are the council. The village council should be the one to say, hey, okay, guys, let us send this out through our chats and all these kind of things there, and make sure that everybody knows that the meetings are supposed to be. This is why the village council is there, you know, to disseminate information and to also pass on information from the villagers to the higher ups. But apparently there was a breaking down in the communication of that very same sentiment. This is why the villagers resorted to this. Chinese build already, brothers and sisters. They were going to break ground on the 1st of February. Don't tell me there was going to be some sort of meeting. Which meeting that? They were going to break ground on, boy, February 1st, brothers and sisters. They stopped it from happening. The first time that the video came out, I think it was the 2nd. Look at there, the 2nd of February. So I most likely reacted to this video on the 3rd. So that should tell you something, brothers and sisters. They're going to break ground on the 1st of February. This whole situation happened on the 2nd of February. That's where they stopped the Chinese from building the stuff. There was a meeting that was supposed to be held Tuesday that just passed, brothers and sisters. And it seems like those who were supposed to be there, based on what Lakia was saying, did not show up to that meeting. I heard that there was some person. Okay, guys, so I just saw the thing that I was looking for. I cannot show it, but I think there was one person that showed up, but that person wasn't of relevance to actually saying, hey guys, let us, you know, thing. But the government, they're talking about they want the PM to show up. The PM apparently did not show up. I mean, why should he show up? Why? He was there 5 years ago when he presented the plan. The people did not want it. He is still there today, and he presented the same plan as if the people would change their minds in that regard right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I just thought I would highlight this. Apparently, from what we know, they did not show up. So, I mean, can I blame the people, brothers and sisters? Remember, this is not about just me saying things, you know. From my understanding, this is this area they strongly support the government. They strongly support the government from my understanding when it comes on to the Calibishie and these places there. They are usually DLP supporters. So if they are DLP supporters and the people that they are supposed to meet with are DLP government and they did not show up, then what does that say of the people's thought process who did not show up with the citizens? Well, I can help you understand something, brothers and sisters. Take a listen to what I actually mentioned some time back, brothers and sisters. Yes, brothers and sisters, we are back again. So, this took the airways. There was an article about it. And now it is on the news, brothers and sisters. Channel 3 News.
The Caribbean nation sponsoring students so they could attend MSU Texas is in debt, and it nearly cost students the chance at higher education.
Bring that back again. Oh, you didn't hear that.
The Caribbean nation sponsoring students so they could attend MSU Texas is in debt. And
so you heard about the MSU situation right there, and they have it on the news. Didn't I tell you guys what was didn't I tell you guys what
and it nearly cost students the chance at higher education.
Dylan Jimenez looked into this for us today. He joins us now. So, Dylan,
So MSU owed $900K in tuition. It was previously, I think, 1,003, not 1,000, 1.3 or 1.4 million. The government sent some sort of payment, And of course, you know, it ended up being 900K.
About how many students are affected here?
About 30 students from the country of Dominica. If it wasn't for the $500,000 the country made to keep them in school, they'd lose
Yeah, so $500,000, 1.4.
their student visas and have to leave the country. Through devastation and navigating the pandemic, the Commonwealth of Dominica hardships fell to sponsor students attending MSU, amounting to $1.4 million tuition debt.
It has absolutely nothing to do with the hurricane, brothers and sisters. Yes, don't get me wrong, the hurricane did put a damper on a number of things, but Dominica has received quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money, brothers and sisters, for which, if we're talking about the problem with sponsoring, why is the Prime Minister taking $64,000 a month for him to stay in a mansion? Between $60,000 to $70,000. Why? You mean hurricane struck and the government of Dominica, who can stay in vacas, decides, you know what? The Prime Minister, who can stay in vacas, saying, you know what? I want to take $64,000 for me to live in a mansion in Mount Daniel. Previously, he was staying in Mount Daniel before, you know, brothers and sisters, for which they were not paying $64,000, but they moved them to a new place. Things are so hard in the Commonwealth, they moved them to a new place and then put in $64,000, between $60,000 to $70,000, for the Prime Minister to stay in a mansion. Come on, brothers and sisters. We're talking about devastation here. That's what they're pushing. Devastation. Yes, still the Prime Minister taking about $60,000 to $70,000 a month to stay in a house when he can stay in other house in Mount Daniel or stay in his house in Vickers. Be that the case? I mean, come on, brothers and sisters. Let us not be foolish.
Have since quit accepting new students on a payment plan from the Commonwealth of Dominica.
But a payment
the
of
government. You must say the government. Payment plan from the Commonwealth. From the government. Why aren't they saying the government? Because it's the government not giving the scholarship. Let's go back.
$1.4 million tuition debt.
We have since quit accepting new students on a payment plan from the Commonwealth of Dominica.
But a payment of $500,000 saves about 30 students.
Subsequent to ending the program, the government has
saves about
entered
30
a new
students.
Payment contract with us, and that's the payment contract that we fully expect to be adhered to and the debt to be retired by.
Dr. Keith?
It's very interesting, brothers and sisters, that they are talking about this situation as if, you know, I'm just thinking of all the other schools, but that's not the relevance here. Let's continue.
Lamb says before the new contract, MSU told Dominica students they would not be allowed to...
That is not Dominican students. Ella, get it right, brothers. That's Grenadian students. Look, the Grenadian flag there. Like a happy independence to the Grenadians or my Grenadian family out there as well. That is the Grenadian people. They're doing the jab where they putting oil and thing on themselves.
Roll for spring 2024, leaving their education and visa status at risk.
They're on what's called F1 visas, and those F1 visas, if they're not enrolled as full-time students, would have been canceled and they would have had to leave the country.
As of now, students are continuing their education. Lamb says MSU values its students as the university welcomes them from 53 other...
I told you guys, Dominica is one of the people who do the best in that school. The best, generally speaking. Therefore, they don't want to take out the students from there. They want to keep the students so that it reflects back on the school. You'll hear the partner say this in a while.
Countries.
Our students from Dominica are some really, really good students. They come well prepared. They're important to campus life. They hold leadership positions throughout campus, and we're relieved that we were able to reach a contract with the government.
Helping students reach their
Boy, tell you.
goal of graduation. Grambling State in Louisiana is also facing the same problem and quit accepting students from...
Boy,
the country. Lamb says with the payment plan set up now, the debt should be settled by August 1st.
Well, I'm glad they've worked that out and that the students are able to continue at MSU.
Me too. I'm glad that the students can continue. I don't think they're accepting any more students, but they're allowing the students to continue, those who are there, I guess, until after the tuition has been paid, completely paid off. But I guess to be for brothers and sisters, we keep claiming about Maria and destruction. Yes, it did happen. But if the government so cares, the government would not be taking $64,000 a month for him to stay in the mansion. Previously, the very Prime Minister themselves was saying, you know, guys, we don't need this. He was saying this. They were saying that to the Dominican people, that they do not need this, brothers and sisters. We won't want to stay in mansions. And then all of a sudden, bow, you know, because it sounds nice to say we don't want to stay in it. And then on top of just moving into a mansion, brothers and sisters, the citizens that have to pay $64,000, between $60,000 to $70,000 a month for the government to stay there. With all the debts that are mounting up. I mean, it doesn't take rocket science, brothers and sisters. They really don't take rocket science. This is very clear. It's unfortunate, but very clear. But thank God, at least the students that they got to stay in as a result of the payment of the $500K that was sent to them. I wonder if the $500K was raised as a result of the high gas prices in Dominica. I wonder if that is the case. Because CBI not flowing. From our understanding, CBI is not flowing, brothers and sisters. But, I guess as time goes by, we'll see. And that is why they probably want to get the CBI to flow. And of course, from the understanding, it has to be through projects that they can bring in Dominica. And that's probably why they wanted to build this massive structure. Where's the meeting? What's going on? Let's go back up. Where is it? This thing, Calibishie, that there, brothers and sisters, that looking like a little palace. So that's probably why they want to do it. And if that's the way they could do it, then great. But I mean, you can't put the people, people's lives, for the sake of building this thing, and you take out the enjoyment that people used to come to the park to enjoy themselves, to at least have a level of freedom for themselves. But when you have incompetence, you expect incompetence to breed incompetence. A number of persons saying, oh, I have hope. Hope for what? Incompetence will forever breed and bleed incompetence. You cannot expect a foolish man to make wise decisions, brothers and sisters. The great book tells you, some of you don't read all the Bible, All you need to read the Bible. The Bible says, a fool, everything that comes from a fool is folly, foolishness. We expect wisdom to come from people, boy, who have shown a track record of utter foolishness. Well, what does that say about the people, though? That's another question right there. Keep in mind, not everybody, brothers and sisters, because I remember when I was in certain circles and organizations, and the people knew, they thought people like the Dominican, they thought we were foolish. Yes, they thought we were foolish, brothers and sisters. Talking about Dominica, people have low IQ and they wondering where you're from and those kind of things there. When you come, people wondering where you come out, because they thought Dominicans have a problem in their brain. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? I told you guys this was going to happen. It's going to be all over the place. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue, just like the whole thing that happened in Sufria region. Yes, all right then. Well, on to the next. I think what the government is trying to do is to have make debt forgiveness and this kind of things there. But I would understand if you truly want to do debt forgiveness and receive it on the basis that you have been trying to do things yourself for the people. How on earth you're still receiving, well, it's alleged that you're still receiving $64,000 a month to stay in a mansion, a mini mansion, because our real mansions are much bigger than this. This is probably why you're building the bigger one. Anyways, $64,000 to stay in a mansion, and then claiming we need debt forgiveness. The monies that you take in to stay in the thing for 5 years. Has it been 5 years? Anyways, $720,000, brothers and sisters, for the year. Multiply that by 5, that's about $3 million right there. 3 years, about $2 million something, brothers and sisters, which can actually help. Well, as EC dollars, let me leave that on there. Brothers and sisters, before I said already, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. They should have definitely had that meeting, but apparently they did not have the meeting. Well, they had the meeting, but apparently the right set of people did not show up, from my understanding. I think one person showed up, but I cannot see certain things, so I'll leave that there. But back to square one, brothers and sisters. But I think the people of Calibishie should not let up. You do show up, no problem. No school building there until you show up. Yes. You might want to get money from overseas if that be the case. No school building there. It's only Parrot that there. It's only people that there, DLP is only people that there. and they do showing up to meetings, there are better things to do than to come and check you. But they already send Chinese to build house for themselves to stay and then break ground February 1st. It is February 8th. Hey, well, brothers and sisters, let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, guys, about Mr. Lixon this year. Brbptv, be real, be positive.